What should you do when someone steals your work? The winner of this month's video will receive a $100 Amazon gift card. Please leave a comment below with your thoughts about the story. Who do you think is right in this situation? Is it Amelia or her boss? Let's jump right into the story. The applause was deafening. Everyone in the company stood up, clapping and cheering. On stage, my boss was shaking hands with the CEO, grinning ear to ear. But those slides on the big screen, every word, every chart, every idea, they were mine. I still remember the night I built that presentation. It was 2:37 a.m. when I finally closed my laptop. My eyes were burning, my hands cramped from typing, but my heart was full of hope. This idea wasn't just another project. It was the solution the company had been searching for all year. My boss, Mr. Turner, had told me, "Great work, Amelia. Leave the final polishing to me. I'll present it to the board." I trusted him. He was my mentor, the one who gave me my first job. I believed in loyalty, in teamwork. But that morning, as I stood at the back of the crowded hall, I realized loyalty meant nothing to him. He presented every idea as if it were his own. He didn't even glance at me. And when the CEO asked who else was part of the project, he simply said, "My team supported me, but this vision was mine." My stomach dropped. My vision? He didn't write a single line of that deck. I walked home that evening under the cold drizzle, every step heavier than the last. Should I confront him? Should I quit? My rent depended on this job. My student loans haunted me. I couldn't afford to throw everything away. The next day, he walked past my desk with a smug smile. "Don't worry, Amelia. You'll get your chance. One day." I bit my tongue until it bled. Weeks turned into months. Every idea I brought forward, he took and repackaged. He loved to say we in private, but always said I in public. My co-workers noticed. Some whispered sympathy. Others avoided me, afraid to be the next victim. The breaking point came during the annual review. I sat across from him, hoping for recognition, maybe a small promotion. Instead, he leaned back in his chair and said, "Amelia, you're good support staff, but you lack leadership. Keep learning from me." I clenched my fists. Support staff. I had carried half his career on my shoulders. That night, I opened a blank document. At the top, I typed, "Resignation." But instead of finishing it, I wrote something else. My own business plan. If he could steal my ideas and succeed, then maybe I could too. For 6 months, I lived 2 lives. By day, I was the quiet employee, nodding at his speeches, pretending not to care. By night, I was building something of my own. I reached out to old classmates, small investors, anyone who believed in me. There were nights I slept only 3 hours, days I survived on instant noodles. But for the first time in years, I felt alive. And then, my break came. A small startup accelerator accepted my pitch. They gave me seed money, office space, and most importantly, belief. I handed in my resignation the next day. My boss laughed in my face. "Amelia, you'll come crawling back. The world out there will eat you alive." I smiled politely. Inside, I promised myself, I will never crawl back. 2 years later, I walked into the same conference hall. But this time, I wasn't sitting in the back. I was on stage. My startup had grown. We had clients in 3 countries. Revenue beyond what I thought possible. The same CEO who once applauded my boss was now shaking my hand. And in the audience, Mr. Turner. His company had fallen behind. His projects had dried up. His face was pale as he watched me present. When I finished, the applause echoed just like before, but this time, every clap belonged to me. He approached me afterwards, trying to smile. "Amelia, maybe we could collaborate again, like old times." I looked him straight in the eye and said, "Old times? You mean when you stole my work? I think I'll pass." and then I walked away. For the first time, the victory was truly mine. Sometimes betrayal isn't the end. It's the push you need to build something greater. He taught me one lesson I'll never forget. Never let anyone else own your worth. Thank you for listening to my story. I'm curious about your thoughts. What would you do in a situation like this? Please share your thoughts in a comment below. I'd love to hear from you. And if you've enjoyed this story, please consider liking this video and subscribing for more content. Thanks for watching. I'll see you soon.